Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. But if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for the love and support. It means so much. I really appreciate it. You know, on this channel we have over 700 subscribers. So I am very, very grateful for each and every person who has taken the time to subscribe and support the channel. Thank you guys again. Guys, I'm here just to talk about, how I've been feeling because of everything that's happening at the moment. I know that this was sort of stimulated by George Floyd's death. I have actually seen some of the clips, but I haven't watched all of the clips because the parts that I have seen have been sort of really disturbing and really traumatizing. But what I have seen, when the officer is kneeling down and pressing down on George's neck and him basically saying, "I can't breathe," and basically him just, his whole body sort of going limp, and you could see that in his face that he was losing his life. When I saw that clip, I mean, it was just so brutal. It was brutal. The murder of this man, was so brutal. And the fact that people were saying to the officer, he can't breathe, relax a bit, and he didn't, and his whole posture, like with his hands in his pocket, and the way he was just, he had no regard basically for this man's life, and there's a wider picture as well. There's a bigger picture to this as well. And I just was thinking, how many black men, how many black women have lost their lives, due to police brutality, ones that we know of and ones that we don't know of because perhaps it just wasn't filmed. And I was just like, has this been allowed? Why has this been allowed to happen time and time and time again? And obviously I know why. Obviously, systemic racism is there, and it's oppressed black people for so long, and it goes so deep. It is so deep, guys. It's so deep to think that 400 years on, our ancestors that were like enslaved, they fought for the abolishment of slavery. They fought for equal rights. They fought for so many things that, many people would say that we've made progress to this date. But for me, when I was looking at things, I was like, that should be no measure of progress. I feel like there's so many things that are still happening to black people, in terms of equal access to education, healthcare, housing, so much things that are in place to continue to oppress black people. And it's so unfortunate, and it was only a matter of time that people just got frustrated and was just like, enough is enough. We really can't take this anymore. There has to be a change. This cannot go on. The whole oppression of black people, it has had an impact on people's health and well-being. It's just been traumatizing for a lot of people, and a lot of people have suffered in silence. I have also been a victim of racism and its impact, but I'm someone who's always been positive, thinking that, we will overcome, I will overcome. And I've always been someone who has been determined to push past the barriers. But it's been tough. I've always felt like I've had to work hard for where I've wanted to go and what I've wanted to achieve. But sort of seeing this, you know, these demonstrations on a massive scale across the world has really sort of given me hope and drive that we will see change, you know, because a couple of weeks ago, before this whole situation sort of blew up, I was talking to my husband and I was saying to him, babe, do you think we will really live to see the changes for black people? Will we live to see the changes? Because there's so much going on. And I'm so concerned about my boys. You know, I've got 2 children at the moment. I'm so concerned for them. You know, maybe they will be the one to also influence change. I don't know, because I know that the world is so, there's so much things happening that doesn't support black people, and there's so many systems in place that puts us at a disadvantage. And I was saying I can only just do my best and let them do the rest, you know. I can only do the best for them and teach them and lay the foundations so that they can work hard and push past some of the barriers. But obviously it's not always so easy. Obviously we need reforms, we need policies in place to ensure that, you know, people have equal opportunities regardless of their race, you know. And so, you know, I'm just really sort of hopeful and positive at the moment. As I'm saying, I felt angry, I felt disappointed, I felt so many different emotions these last couple of days, over the last week or so, I should say. But I'm starting to feel very positive and believing that we're going to see the changes that we wish to see in this world. We're really going to see the changes. And yeah, guys, let me know how you're all feeling. I'm just, I just don't know. I'm just hoping and praying that things do change. And yeah, I mean, everybody around the world, we're mobilizing, we're protesting, we're demanding for justice, we're demanding for change. And also I was thinking about like Africa, and I was thinking, you know, how systemic racism has impacted Africa, and how like we should see so much more progress in Africa, but we haven't seen that progress. I believe that there should be more that's happening in terms of education, health, job opportunities for so many people who are unemployed and so many people who still remain in poverty. And you know, you have so many organizations working in Africa, but we're still not seeing the change, or we're still not seeing the significant changes with that we would expect with so many organizations working within Africa. And you think, why? And I also think about our leaders, you know, when they're dealing with these countries who have designed these systems to oppress black people. You know, they come to Africa and they do deals and they say like, you know, like these deals will, you know, benefit Africa and its people. But how can these deals benefit Africa how can these deals benefit Africa and its people if these people are coming from a mentality of let's suppress black people? How can this be progressive? So I think African leaders need to bear in mind, or need to really think about what's being dealt to them on the table, and really think about whether it's beneficial to its people before being quick to jump on these deals for Africa. So guys, let me know what you think. Let me know how you're making your contributions with everything that's going on right now. Guys, just stay safe, stay positive, and yeah, just be hopeful that there will be a change. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you and bye.